What thoughts do you have? I spewed a lot. I tried to give like literally as much information and break down a cycle. So I
Yeah.
want to make sure if you have
Um,
questions, you can answer them.
I'd love to know what you think, because the other thing with this, with Chicago, well, not that it was last minute that I got in, because obviously I have sufficient time training wise, but in my head, I was always, after I finished New York, I was like, all right, I want to run 3 hour marathon or sub three. But I was kind of thinking of it for next fall or further down the line. And then I got into Chicago and I was like, oh, well, I may as well try to go for it. I'm wondering how realistic you think it may be, or if you think I'd be better off using this more as like a gauge to see where I'm at and then try and tackle it maybe sometime in the future. Because I don't want to
It's
obviously hurt myself either.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. And so the central underpinning philosophy of good training is we train for the fitness we're in, not the goal. Okay. And so this is why we're constantly testing with the longer stuff in the marathon build, because then we're refining where your fitness is. So when we do that 90 to 100 minutes, we have a really good idea of the fitness you're in. And then that is when we start to talk about what the time goals. And I even hold out until like the week of, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to see what the weather's going to be, right? Because if it's supposed to be 65, but it goes up to like 74, well, we got to add a heat adjustment to that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I know it's the antithesis of what we all want to do. We all want to be like, hey, I'm going to go train for sub three and go get it, right? So then
Yeah.
we reverse engineer it where we go, okay, well, I got to run everything at like, 415Ks, just under 7 minute miles, right? Because otherwise I'm not going to be fit enough to do it. But what happens is you end up like massively overreaching. And then
Hmm.
you end up like burnt out, crispy. Like I say you end up like KFC. You're crispy, like crispy fried, right? Especially in the summer. And so there's like nothing you can do to get back. And so if we extend that example out to the absurd, then we would have to say that like Usain Bolt would be the fastest marathoner in the world because he has the fastest 100. Because it's like if you just
Yeah.
kept running faster, right? Which is
Yeah.
obviously a stupid argument. I'm putting it forward as a stupid argument.
Yeah.
But if we think about things that way, it's like train for where you're at. Or the other example I'll use is if you're doing bench press, like if you want to get strong, right? In weightlifting, we talk about percent of 1 RM. That's our training zones, right? So
Yeah.
you don't go, okay, I want to bench 400 pounds, okay, but I can only bench 350. So I'm just going to make all my training zones 3 rep, like of my 1 RM of 400,
Yeah.
because you just
Good
get
point.
crushed, you'd get
Yeah, you
destroyed,
can.
right? But suddenly when it comes to running and there's a time, we're like, oh no, I can just do that, right? You
Yeah,
see what I mean? But in
yeah.
weightlifting, you'd be like, can somebody take this bar off my chest, right? I'm screwed, kind of thing, right? So that's why we train for the fitness we're in, and then we constantly refine as the goal goes forward, right? So even Thomas, like we haven't announced what he's doing this fall yet, but we're not even picking a time. We're just training for the efforts and the proper feel for where he's at right now. Even McCurdy, when he ran 209, we talked about running 210 like a week before, 2 weeks before, and then we
Yeah.
changed the
Wow.
goals a little bit the night before when we found out there was no pacing. Now, I will admit I was wrong. I thought he was in 210 shape, and I'm happy to be wrong that he was in
Yeah.
209 shape.
Yeah.
That's a great problem, right? Um, but it doesn't matter whether you're a 209 guy, a 6 hour guy, or a guy who's trying to break 3 hours. We train for the fitness we're in. We allow the adaptations to take forward. And let's say you go, you follow this plan, everything goes well, and you run 301. Okay. A part of you is going to be disappointed. You're like, where could I have just
Yeah.
found like, a couple seconds a mile, right? But another part of you is going to be like, I made this massive jump. I'm
Exactly.
healthy. I enjoyed it, and I'm right on the cusp,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Versus
exactly.
going all in, training every week at 3 hour pace, blowing up, not running it, running like a 310, 312, something far off, right?
Yeah.
And then going, well, I don't know what to do from
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Feel kind of stuck somewhere.
here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that
I
make
like
sense?
that. Yeah, that's a great perspective, honestly.
Yeah. Cool. What other questions do you have?
Um, Trying to think. I don't know. I think I'm excited to stick to an actual a better structured plan, because like I've said, I never really had that before. And I kind of just tailored this one from a previous plan that I don't even really know where it came
Hey,
from. So
it's all
it's
good.
nice to have something structured, something with like a goal in mind, and set workouts. Because I think
Perfect.
that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing of where I felt kind of lost, is like how frequently I should work out or do the workouts, when they should be, how hard or what type of effort they should be run at. So I think this will really help.
Cool. Well, I'll send it over after, so you have it, because obviously I adapted the file that you had submitted, but I'll send it over as long as my as well as my carb guide, so you have everything, and then keep plugging away and drop me lines on YouTube as things go if you got
Yeah,
questions.
for sure.
And like, hey, if this video takes off, I don't know what that means in the YouTube sphere, but if it takes off, like keep people posted in the comments, like how your workouts went and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
certainly keep me posted. I'd love to hear about it. You don't have to turn
yeah.
this into a vlog or something, but it'd be cool to kind of see how you do. At worst, like shoot me a note after how you finish so I can hear.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely keep you posted. And like I said, I watch all the videos, so I'll probably keep dropping comments and keep you keep you updated on there. Whether they
Yeah, I
go well
appreciate
or they
it.
go horribly.
Yeah, word for the wise. You're gonna hate how you look on YouTube first. It's a
Yeah,
weird thing. Like hear yourself talk, you can be like, "Do I really talk like that? Do I sound
yeah,
like that?"
yeah,
I mean, at least my excuse, like my audience is American, and I'm Canadian, so I can blame it. Like I got a weird
yeah,
like accent from my igloo or something. But it'll just be so. Don't all that to say, don't treat yourself too harshly when you see yourself.
yeah. Hopefully not. Yeah, no, I got the Boston accent for me too. So
Yeah, a little bit.
it
I used to joke when we go down there. I don't know where I got this from, but we used to try and joke with the athletes because they're all Canadian when I was coaching Canada. Be like, you got to go up to the parking attendant. Be like, can I park the car in the Harvard yard? And
yeah,
I was like, yeah, you're gonna get smacked if you do that.
yeah,
Try not to do it. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys' accent. It's quite good. I like it.
yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you partaking in this, and hopefully we'll have her up soon so you can take a look. And hopefully this is helpful for you and anyone else listening.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate the time, and like I said, I'm excited to try this out and test it out in real time and kind of get after it. So thank you. Seriously,
Awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, keep me posted, man. Good luck, and hopefully you can get some more sleep before that night shift kicks in.
Yeah, for sure. Take
All
care.
right, if you are interested in being coached by me, this is the exact same type of discipline and intensity that I take when working through plans with my athletes and setting them up for success. So if you're interested in having this on a one-on-one level, feel free, click the link below, check out my Team Run Run profile. You can sign up. We can get started today and get you moving towards big PRs, injury-free training, and all the goals you're looking for.